feeling it. The NFC East is shaking as our team makes moves that have the whole league terrified. A top analyst just dropped the bomb. We're just a step away from catching up to the current champions. Is it a coincidence that we have a Christmas clash scheduled against our most hated rivals? The NFL knows something we do too. DC is about to explode. Meanwhile, an elite passer is in total war with their current franchise. Threatening text messages from the coach leaking to the press are just the tip of the iceberg. This guy won't play another snap with the current team, and guess who's lurking? And that newly acquired offensive weapon. Our coordinator never sleeps designing plays for them. Similar, but not the same, was the only thing our head coach said with a smile that says, so much more. Don't wait any longer. Subscribe now. The championship window is open, but won't last forever. When our franchise quarterback lifts that trophy, you'll want to say you were here from the start. Like, share, and get ready. The domination of Washington starts today. It seems Santa has heard Commanders fans' prayers. According to insider Kevin Sheehan from Team 980, we will face the Dallas Cowboys on Christmas Day at our stadium. This festive showdown will happen just 5 days after hosting the Philadelphia Eagles on December 20th in Week 16. This concentrated schedule against divisional rivals at the end of the season has massive implications for our playoff aspirations. Let me tell you this, the NFL is pointing to Washington as a serious contender, placing us in this crucial Christmas game that will draw millions of viewers. What fascinates me is how this affects our schedule, with the Cowboys and Eagles scheduled for late December. All signs point to the Giants being our rivals in Week 18, likely at MetLife Stadium. Now I ask you, do you think the NFL is deliberately structuring our schedule to maximize divisional drama in the final stretch? The league will unveil the full schedule tonight at 8 p.m. ET, but we can already see the Commanders are being treated as a top-tier franchise with this premium Christmas game. I believe this is a recognition of our team's explosive potential under Daniels for the upcoming season. Since the Cincinnati Bengals gave permission to defensive end Trey Hendrickson to seek a trade, the Washington Commanders have been repeatedly mentioned as possible suitors. What started as a contractual dispute has now turned personal, creating an increasingly volatile situation. The latest episode in this drama is simply astonishing. Hendrickson publicly revealed he received a text message from coach Zach Taylor, threatening fines if he doesn't show up for the mandatory minicamp in June. Let me tell you this, when an elite player starts airing frustrations in the media, the eye-to-eye relationship is practically broken. What was most revealing was when he was asked directly if he would play under his current $21 million contract that expires after this season. His answer was a blunt no, without further explanations. Now I ask you, is it worth it for the Commanders to invest in an elite pass rusher who could transform our defense but will demand a substantial contract? The situation seems to have deteriorated, to the point where a trade is inevitable. However, with GM Adam Peters' reputation for being conservative with big contracts, it's not clear if Washington would be willing to meet Hendrickson's financial demands. I believe this would be a high-risk, but potentially high-reward move for a defense that needs to improve its quarterback pressure. The acquisition of Deebo Samuel was one of the boldest offseason moves, and now Coach Dan Quinn is dropping hints on how they plan to use this multifaceted weapon. Following the spectacular 2024 season that led the Commanders to the NFC Championship, management wasn't satisfied with the achievements and sought to take the offense to another level. In a recent interview on The Rich Eisen Show, Quinn was deliberately cryptic, describing the planned role for Samuel. I'd say similar, but I wouldn't say the same. This enigmatic statement suggests we will see new dimensions in Deebo's utilization that could surprise even those who followed his career in San Francisco. Quinn revealed that Cliff Kingsbury and Brian Johnson have certainly been up late in the offseason finding unique ways to get the ball into that man's hands. Let me tell you this. When your offensive coordinator is losing sleep planning schemes for a player, you know we're witnessing something potentially revolutionary. Considering Washington already had the fourth best rushing attack in the NFL, 149.1 yards per game. The addition of Samuel adds another layer of complexity for opposing defenses. Now I ask you, could this acquisition be the final piece we needed to surpass the Eagles as the best defense in the division? Deebo's versatility as a receiver and runner makes him a defensive nightmare, and I believe Kingsbury is designing specific packages that will maximize his impact in critical situations. This move shows the Commanders are fully committed to capitalizing on their competitiveness window. While Jaden Daniels is on his rookie contract, the Washington Commanders are sending a clear message to the entire NFC. We're here to compete for the title. Following an impressive 12-5 season and an appearance in the NFC Championship, the management has been aggressive this offseason to build on that success, and experts are taking note. With rookie Jaden Daniels leading the 4th most productive offense in the league last season, the Commanders have made bold moves to further strengthen. Acquiring 5-time Pro Bowl left tackle Laramie Tunsil from the Houston Texans represents a huge upgrade for an offensive line that allowed 50 sacks last season, the 8th worst in the league. The price was considerable: 3rd and 7th round picks in 2025, plus 2nd and 4th round picks in 2026. However, let me tell you this. When you have a franchise quarterback on their rookie contract, it's the perfect time to be aggressive. The protection Tunsil will provide to Daniels is well worth that investment. Even more impressive was acquiring Deebo Samuel for just a 2025 5th-round pick. His versatility perfectly complements Terry McLaurin and adds another dimension to an already explosive offense. Now I ask you, is there a more dangerous receiver duo in the entire NFC East? Peter Schrager from ESPN believes these moves have closed the gap with the defending champion Eagles, even though Philadelphia defeated us 55-23. In the NFC Championship game, the regular season ended tied 1-1, and now we have significant reinforcements. I believe that the addition of Tunsil and Samuel, combined with the draft picks of Josh Conerly Jr., OT, and Trey Amos, CB, places us as serious contenders for the divisional title. It's extremely difficult to remain competitive in the NFL due to constant changes, but Washington is in a unique position. We have an elite quarterback under an economical contract and a team that already came close to the Super Bowl. This perfectly justifies the all-in mentality being demonstrated by the management. What do you think, Commanders family? The moves we've seen this offseason are exactly what we needed. Bringing in Laramie Tunsil to protect our franchise quarterback, adding a versatile weapon like Deebo Samuel, and potentially being in the race for Trey Hendrickson. All while we're set for a Christmas clash with the Cowboys. Coincidence? I think not. The NFL knows we're ready to take the next step. Our time is now. With a talented quarterback on their rookie contract and a solid core of players, we have a window of opportunity we must seize. If we really are closing the gap with the Eagles, as suggested by Peter Schrager, we could be facing the most exciting season in years for our franchise. Don't miss a single detail of what promises to be a historic season. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our community of true Commanders fans. Share your thoughts on these moves in the comments. Do you think we have what it takes to dethrone the Eagles? And remember, hail to the Redskins!